Hello everybody, welcome to series 1 of It's Bandit O'Clock. This series of videos used to be on another YouTube channel, but now we've got it on the classic-motorbikes.nett channel. If you're new here, welcome, hope you enjoy the videos, and if you've watched any of our other series of videos, welcome as well. I hope you enjoy seeing the first series. We filmed this quite a while ago and it was our first go at making a series of videos, so the quality of the video might not be there, but I hope you enjoy it anyway. This is the journey of buying my current Bandit 1200. Don't forget to leave us a comment and tell us what you think about the videos and how you think we did. If you could give us a subscribe and hit the bell icon, you'll get a notification every time we do an upload. Finally, I'd just like to thank some of the sponsors that helped us with series 1. The guys at WeMoto, Max Torque cans for the exhaust system, ABBA for the skylift, Suzuki Vintage Parts for some of the genuine parts on the bike, Mad for Bikes for our consumables, Wheels Motorcycles in Peterborough for some other parts as well, and Ven Hill for the brake lines. Series 1 of It's Bandit O'Clock will be uploaded on Wednesday evenings at 9 PM. So, let's watch the video. Hello everybody, welcome to part 11 of the Suzuki Bandit project. So, this week I'm going to replace the rear caliper as it's got a bolt where the bleed nipple should be. And I'm also going to replace the standard rubber hose that's probably been on there from new with a Ven Hill braided brake line. I've also got some Pewterline .4 brake fluid to bleed it all up with afterwards. So, time to get cracking. So, I'm going to take the caliper off now. I've got my spanners. Going to crack on. Okay, so I've undone the brake line at the front, I've undone the bolts here, I've undone the one on the torque arm, I've left this one bolted up because I don't need to undo it. So what I'm going to do is feed the brake line through. Just like that. And now it's time to take this caliper off. So there we go. One caliper we're replacing because the bleed nipple needs replacing, as you can see here. Luckily when I bought the bike, the guy I bought it off threw a new caliper in that had just been refurbished. So time to get that on. Okay, so the new caliper is fitted with the old brake pads because they're sort of mated to the discs. I won't have to worry about bedding them in or anything like that, and they were still a good set of pads. So all I need to do now is put the brake line on, bolt it all up tight, and then it's time to bleed the brakes, which I know some people hate, some people love, although I've never heard many people say they love it. But I've got quite an interesting tip to show you, or a way I do it that works really well. So let me crack on and get the brake line fitted. Okay, so caliper is on, my new Ven Hill braided brake line is on. It's all bolted up, it's all been nipped up tight to how it should be. One thing I have done is put some fluid in the brake caliper from the back and pushed it through to the front just to make sure there isn't too much air in the caliper. But the brake line is completely empty and the reservoir pot is completely empty. There's still a little bit of fluid in the master cylinder, but there's not much. So what I'm going to do is show you my way of bleeding the brakes up and it's normally fairly quick, pretty easy. So I'll crack on with this. This is my squeezy bottle. It's actually the fuel bottle from a remote control car, but what I'm going to do is fill the tube up really gently like that and get all the air out, he says. There we go. Right, so there's no air in that now. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to crack off that bleed nipple. So now, what I should be able to do is push that and then we should eventually start getting some fluid through. So all I need to do is keep squeezing, and then it will start filling the master cylinder up. It'll pull all the air out with it, and then in theory it should be bled up. We shouldn't have too much air in there, so bear with me because this does take a couple of minutes. Okay, so I've used this bottle to push the fluid and any air that's in the line, which there should have been lots because there was no fluid in there. I've pushed it all the way up to the top, and it's topped the master cylinder up. You've had a couple of air bubbles come out, so it's all done. And now I've got a lovely firm lever, and it stops the back wheel from turning, which is just what I need. So, not the most entertaining or spectacular one, but we're all done for part 11 of the Suzuki Bandit project. So I'm hoping next week I might actually get around to balancing the carbs. That's my main hope. So I'm going to put the panels back on, I'm going to take it out for a ride, and I'll see you all later.